Hello. Today I want to talk about something called Scanxiety. Okay, so yesterday I went into Derby first thing. I went into hospital. I had a cannula attached to me. I had some dye put into my body, and I went through a scanning machine, and I had what's called a CT scan. Okay, and for a lot of people, that part of the process of their cancer journey can be extremely anxiety provoking. And there's a number of reasons, but the main ones really are we worry about what the results of that scan might be and what the implications of those results might be. Yet, I don't worry about that. I had a really enjoyable experience yesterday. I drove in, I sat in the waiting room, I made some new friends, we talked about motorbikes, I had a scan, and then I went and met a friend for a walk in the park. It was a wonderful experience. Why do I not worry about my scans? Well, I guess I've been thinking about that. I've made some notes. One, I trust the process that I'm in. I trust that the doctors are making the right decisions for me, they're using the right drugs, and this is all appropriate for me. Second of all, it's just really too late to influence the result at that point. You know, everything that's going to go into that scan has been happening for the last 3 or 4 months of treatment. So I can't influence it. It's going to happen. Let's just let it be. Third reason, I trust the oncologists implicitly. And what I mean by that is not only do I trust that they've got my interests in mind, that they're doing the right thing for me, but I also trust that if the scan results aren't what we want them to be, is that they will have a plan B, okay? And I absolutely trust them to have that plan B ready. That's what their job is. And then there's a final part to the process, which, if any of you have been watching my videos before, you know what the results of my diagnosis are. You know I have a terminal diagnosis. So that means that at some point there won't be a plan B, okay? And for me, I'm very accepting of that is what is going to happen. And what that means really is that I'm taking worry out of the equation. And why do I take worry out of the equation? Because worry is another form of stress, it's another form of fear. It's just our way of trying to control things that we literally can't control, but we still try to do them anyway by worrying about them. Yeah, the magical art of worrying. And as a result of that, what that means is that I continually put myself, if I worry, into fight or flight, which means adrenaline and cortisol get spiked in my bloodstream, and that means my immune system gets suppressed. Just at a time when I could really do with a really healthy immune system. That's why I choose to remove fear from my relationship with cancer. It's why I choose not to worry. Okay. I'll finish this with a quote. I'm going to read it to you. It's by somebody, or according to the internet, it's by Leo Buscaglia. You never know, do you? Okay, but I love the quote. And it says, "Worry never robs tomorrow of its sorrow. It only saps today of its joy." And I'm choosing to have a joyful cancer journey. Apologies if that sounds patronising. I don't mean it to be. That's just the way that I deal with it. And I want to encourage as many other people to deal with their cancer journey in as joyful a way as possible. Okay. Why do I talk about these things? Because I want to encourage people to change their own narrative around cancer, and because me and my friends are on a fundraising mission. We walked 42 miles in 18 hours 2 weeks ago. Next on the agenda is I'm going to get pushed out of a plane with someone attached to me, but I'm going to do one of those tandem skydives and scare the living daylights out of me. So please join me. Please share the link that's in this, and please donate, talk about it, and join me on my enjoyable cancer journey. And remember, I have cancer and I'm not a victim. Thank you.